The world of cinema lost a true legend today, Robert Redford, gone at 89, but his light endures. His presence on screen and behind the camera shaped generations of filmmakers and movie lovers alike. Redford's charisma, talent, and unwavering dedication to his craft made him a beloved figure not just in Hollywood, but around the globe. His publicist confirmed he died peacefully at home in Sundance, Utah, surrounded by family and the wild landscape he loved. The mountains and forests of Utah were more than just a backdrop. They were a sanctuary, a place where Redford found inspiration and solace throughout his remarkable life. Redford was more than a movie star. He was a filmmaker, a trailblazer, and a passionate advocate for our planet. He used his influence to bring attention to environmental causes, tirelessly working to protect the natural world for future generations. His activism was as much a part of his legacy as his films. His career spanned decades, leaving an indelible mark on American culture. From unforgettable performances in classics like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and The Sting, to his visionary work as a director, Redford's artistry touched millions. He earned countless awards, but his true impact was measured in the stories he told and the lives he inspired. He embodied a rugged, independent spirit, equally at home on a Utah ranch or a Hollywood set. Redford's authenticity and quiet strength made him a role model for aspiring artists and environmentalists alike, showing that one person can make a difference. Redford challenged us to care more deeply about the world, using his fame to champion independent artists and protect nature. Through the Sundance Film Festival, he created a platform for new voices in cinema, nurturing creativity and innovation in storytelling. His journey was a remarkable adventure, filled with artistic triumphs and a commitment to making the world better. Redford's legacy is not just in the films he made, but in the hope and inspiration he gave to so many. Today we mourn his loss and celebrate a legacy of timeless films, a thriving artistic community, and a call to protect our planet. Robert Redford's spirit will continue to inspire, reminding us all to dream boldly, act with purpose, and cherish the beauty of our world. Robert Redford's charisma and intelligence made him one of Hollywood's most sought-after leading men, but it was his unique blend of vulnerability and strength that truly set him apart. From the very beginning of his career, Redford captivated audiences with a presence that was both magnetic and approachable, making every character he played feel authentic and relatable. In the 1970s, Redford became a household name, not just for his good looks, but for the depth he brought to every role. Fans and critics alike were drawn to his ability to convey complex emotions with just a glance or a subtle gesture, a rare gift that made his performances unforgettable. His breakout as the Sundance Kid in 1969, opposite Paul Newman, defined a new kind of cool, clever hero. The chemistry between Redford and Newman was electric, and their partnership set a new standard for buddy films, blending humor, action, and heart in a way that resonated with audiences for generations. Redford's roles in The Sting, All the President's Men, and The Way We Were showcased his range, from lighthearted capers to serious, politically charged dramas. In each film, he brought a distinct energy, whether playing a charming con artist, a determined journalist, or a romantic lead torn by love and circumstance. His versatility allowed him to move seamlessly between genres, earning him a reputation as an actor who could do it all: comedy, drama, romance, and suspense. As Bob Woodward in All the President's Men, he wasn't just the star, he was the driving force, committed to stories that mattered. Redford's dedication to authenticity and truth elevated the film, turning it into a landmark of political cinema and inspiring a generation to value investigative journalism. Redford's performances were marked by subtle intensity and authenticity, whether as a romantic lead or a conflicted hero. He had an uncanny ability to express deep emotion without words, drawing viewers into the inner lives of his characters. Whether playing a man on the run or someone facing impossible odds, Redford brought a sense of realism and urgency to every scene, making the stakes feel personal and immediate. He gravitated toward stories exploring American ideals and social issues, earning both popular adoration and critical acclaim. Redford's film choices often reflected his own values, tackling themes of justice, integrity, and the complexities of the American experience. Redford could have coasted on his looks, but he chose roles that challenged him and his audience. From The Natural, where he played a baseball legend haunted by his past, to Brubaker, where he exposed corruption and fought for justice, He created unforgettable, complex characters who linger in the minds of viewers long after the credits roll. He became a symbol of thoughtful masculinity, handsome, intelligent, heroic, and deeply human. Redford's on-screen presence inspired countless actors and filmmakers, setting a standard for what it means to be a leading man with substance. His acting legacy is a testament to talent, integrity, and a deep respect for storytelling. Through every role, Robert Redford redefined what it meant to be a Hollywood icon, leaving an indelible mark on cinema history. Redford's impact behind the camera was just as profound as his acting. His directorial debut, Ordinary People, was a raw, honest exploration of family grief, earning him an Oscar for Best Director. Redford's style focused on character and authenticity, drawing powerful performances from his cast. In A River Runs Through It, he turned a family story into a lyrical meditation on nature and memory, capturing the American West's beauty. He tackled thought-provoking subjects in films like Quiz Show and The Horse Whisperer, always reflecting his values of honesty and respect for history. Redford's films invited us to look closer at our families, our society, and our relationship with the world. As a director, he shared his worldview, one of grace, compassion, and a deep love for the land. Redford's most enduring legacy may be the Sundance Institute, founded in 1981 to nurture independent filmmakers. At a time when Hollywood was dominated by big studios and formulaic blockbusters, Redford saw the need for a space where creativity could thrive without compromise. He wanted to give filmmakers the freedom to experiment, to take risks, and to tell stories that might otherwise go unheard. He envisioned a creative sanctuary, free from Hollywood's commercial pressures, where new voices could flourish. Nestled in the mountains of Utah, the Sundance Institute became a haven for artists seeking inspiration and community. Here, filmmakers could collaborate, learn from one another, and develop their craft in a supportive environment far removed from the glare of the mainstream industry. The Sundance Institute offered workshops and mentorship, with Redford personally guiding young artists. He believed in the power of mentorship, often spending time with aspiring directors and writers, encouraging them to find their unique voices. These workshops became legendary for their focus on storytelling, innovation, and artistic integrity. To showcase their work, he transformed a small Utah festival into the Sundance Film Festival, the world's premier stage for independent film. What began as a modest gathering soon exploded into a global phenomenon, drawing filmmakers and audiences from around the world to Park City each year. Sundance launched the careers of directors like Quentin Tarantino and the Cowan brothers, proving audiences craved fresh, daring stories. The festival became a launchpad for innovative filmmakers, helping them break into an industry that often overlooked unconventional talent. The Institute democratized filmmaking, opening doors for diverse voices and stories. It championed underrepresented perspectives, giving a platform to storytellers from all backgrounds and walks of life, and helping to redefine what cinema could be. Redford's vision reshaped the industry, ensuring a rich diversity of films would be told. His commitment to independent film inspired countless artists and changed the way audiences engage with movies, making room for stories that challenge, provoke, and inspire. He was a true patron of the arts, using his success to build a legacy that supports storytellers for generations. Through his leadership, Sundance became more than a festival. It became a movement, a symbol of artistic freedom and possibility. Through Sundance, Redford changed the DNA of cinema, leaving an indelible mark on the art form and inspiring future generations to dream bigger and bolder. Redford's connection to nature was lifelong. He bought land in Utah in the 1960s, long before it was fashionable. Sundance became his sanctuary, where his environmentalism took root. Alarmed by encroaching development, he became an activist, using his voice to protect the wild landscapes he loved. At Sundance, he built an eco-friendly resort, proving people could enjoy nature without destroying it. The resort became a model for responsible development, blending art, community, and conservation. Redford's activism was hands-on. He was a resident, neighbor, and fierce defender of the American West. He fought to preserve public lands, seeing them as treasures to be protected, not exploited. His love for Utah defined his life as much as his film career. Redford's environmental advocacy reached far beyond Utah. He became a leading voice for conservation nationwide. For over 50 years, he used his fame to spotlight critical environmental issues, lobbying in Washington, and supporting countless organizations. He produced and narrated documentaries, using storytelling to educate and inspire action. Redford built bridges, working with scientists, politicians, and citizens, insisting that protecting the environment was a human, not partisan, issue. He championed renewable energy, arguing that a healthy planet and economy go hand in hand. His activism was hopeful and pragmatic, focused on solutions, not just problems. Redford's dedication never wavered. He led by example, inspiring others to join the cause. His work helped protect millions of acres and pass stronger environmental laws. He proved that one person's voice, used with conviction, can change the world. In his later years, Redford's focus sharpened on climate change, the greatest threat of our time. He watched wildfires devastate the West, seeing them as symptoms of a planet in crisis. In 2020, he wrote a powerful op-ed urging urgent action and lamenting political inaction. Redford called for leadership rooted in science and courage, urging voters to support candidates with real climate plans. For him, this was about survival, not politics. He reminded us that solutions exist. What's missing is the will to act. Redford's plea was a final, urgent call to protect the world he loved. It was a warning we ignore at our peril. Even in his 80s, Redford's energy and curiosity never faded. He reunited with Jane Fonda for Our Souls at Night, a moving story of late-life love. At 82, he starred in The Old Man and the Gun, announcing it as his final acting role, a fitting farewell. Redford saw retirement as foreign. He wanted to keep living, creating, and supporting new artists. He shifted focus to directing and nurturing talent through Sundance. His refusal to slow down was a testament to his vitality and passion. Redford saw life as a grand adventure, always looking forward to the next story or cause. He taught us to live with purpose, passion, and relentless curiosity. His spirit kept him vibrant and relevant for decades. Redford's legacy is as vast as the Utah mountains he loved. In film, he was the golden-haired star and Oscar-winning director who defined an era. But his impact went deeper. He built the Sundance Institute, a mountain of opportunity for independent voices. Sundance changed the film industry, nurturing new talent and stories year after year. Equally, he was a pioneer environmentalist, dedicating his life to protecting wild places and fighting climate change. Redford was a man of action and art, showing that public life could be purposeful. His passing leaves a void, but his legacy lives on in the films we cherish, the artists he championed, and the wild places he fought to save. Robert Redford will always be a true American legend.